Okay, so looking at increasing punching power, and a lot of this has to do with, like we talked about in the article, increasing our speed as well. And a lot of it's just technique driven. So the first thing we'll look at is a bit of technique in that I just want to think in terms of keeping my hip and my shoulder in the same line as I extend my punch out. It's going to allow me to engage my body more, to get more of my body involved in the punch, as opposed to just punching with my arm. My hip and my shoulder engaged, allowing me to use my hips and my legs and my core. And then I want to think about getting it full extension with the punches. A lot of times what will happen is people are punching from the wrong range and their punches become stunted. They're not allowed to fully travel and get the whole distance of the punch, which doesn't allow us to be as efficient in the motion itself. So let's look at a couple of exercises, and there's tons, but let's look at a couple of exercises to hopefully help with some of the strength and speed issues. So one is just a band extension, and we'll use the same punching motion. Right? So just kind of grab the band here, and I'm going to look to punch with this, just like I would in a straight punch motion. I want to engage my hip and my shoulder forward, and it's going to be an explosive movement, where I'm just going to extend out and then come straight back. Quick recoil, bring it back to hip, shoulder in the same line, okay? You can even do some isometric stuff where I'm going to hold it out at extension and bring it back, but for the very most part, we're going to work an explosive punching kind of motion. Obviously, we can do the same thing with hooks. I'll just turn to where I'm sideways now to the band, and I'm going to punch with my hook way this way, hip and shoulder, same line on the hooks as well. From a band extension, we can move to something like a ball slam. Just looking to engage the hips and the core a bit more. Now I can slam the ball straight down, I could throw the ball over my head, I could toss the ball forward this way. Just looking to engage my core, engage an explosive kind of movement with the ball here, okay? Just getting stronger in my hips and my legs and my core. Finally, we'll look at just kind of a ball toss. This is a pretty small med ball, it's only 2 pounds, but you want a med ball that your athlete can hold in one hand. And the same idea where they're going to use the same punching motion here, hip and shoulder in the same line, but as they do it, they're just going to extend and throw the ball out. Isolate maybe 10 on the cross side, 10 on the jab side, but do it without loading. Okay, I'm just loading on my hip and extending straight out this way. The explosive movement allows me, I want to see the ball follow through on a straight line to my bag or my wall or my partner or whatever that I'm working with. So, basic techniques, hip and shoulder stay in the same line, working off of full extension, working in with the resistance band, some explosive type punching, ball slams or ball throws, and then the med ball toss, just mimicking the punching motion to increase some speed and explosiveness in that punch range.